Good morning YouTube, and welcome to my channel Jules Craft Room, and this is week 3 of the Hearts and Flowers, and it's part 3. So by now you should have done all your 6 of the sunshine flower, and I've just been putting them together, so I'm going to show you how to attach them using the back loop method, and then this is the other one. And then I'm going to show you how to do the rows. So I'll turn you around and we'll get started. Right, so we are using the oyster pink to attach these to each other. And I'm just going to go through. Let's put that light on, that might be better. I'm just going to go through the blind stitch in case you haven't seen it before or you don't remember. So you put right size face in, you'd get your slip knot, put it through the 2 chain space at the end here, put it through, and then you do 1 chain and you do a double crochet to start off with. And then what you're doing is you're slipping it into the back loop of the stitches from the previous row. So you can see there, so we are going to go into the back loop of that one. It's the back loop, and then we're going to find the corresponding stitch here, and we're going to go into the back loop. Then you're going to pull it through and you're going to do a slip stitch, and you're going to do that all the way along. So back loop, pull it through, bit fiddly. Don't want to play ball. And then carry on going to the end. Right, I seem to have lost the footage for the start of this video, but I'll talk you through it. So you start off by doing 3 chain into the 2 chain corner, and that counts as your first treble. Then you do another treble into that 2 chain space. Then you miss the 2 trebles from the cluster of 2 trebles, and you do 3 trebles into the next chain space, and then you carry on doing 3 trebles into each of the 3 chain spaces until you get to the center, and then I think the video carries on from the center. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've done our 7 times, and we've come to the corner, to the join area. And then it says 3 trebles into the joining seam between the squares. So you need to do 3 trebles into there. So maybe underneath that double crochet that you did when you joined them together. That's 1, 2, 3. And then you repeat. So you're going to do exactly the same here. You're going to do 7 along here, and then when you get to the corner, you're going in the corner. So please remember, because I can imagine that maybe a newbie might do it into these areas here, but you don't. You do it into the middle there, and then the next one will be in this one here. So I'll just do that to show you. So you'll do 3 into here. And that's what it will look like. And then you'll carry on, and then when you get to the corner, you'll do the same thing. The corner where they've been joined together, you'll do the same thing again. I'll see you when we get finished. Right, so when you get to the last one, it says just to do 2 trebles into the corner space. So that's 1, 2. Now it says you should have 145 trebles, so it's probably wise to check. So I'm going to count mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Well, it's not going to be 145, is it? It must mean individual trebles, not clusters. But why it didn't say how many clusters you got, I don't know. So, yeah, so 47 times 3 is 21 plus 3 40s are 120, so that's 141 plus the 2 either end makes 145. So I have 145 trebles. Right, so now we can go on to round 2. So round 2, so you fasten off with this one, and round 2 you start off with the biscuit, and you're going to be working with the right side facing. So you'll be working at the other end, and you'll be using the biscuit. This is the biscuit colour. And find the end. Right, so you do slip knot. And then start here. So it says join into the first treble. So join into this first treble. First treble, and it says to do 3 chain, and that counts as a treble. So 1, 2, 3, and you're going to miss the next treble, so you miss that one, and then you're going to do 3 trebles into the space before the 3 chain cluster. So you're going to do 3 into this cluster here. Cluster space. Whoops. So that's what that should like. So you've done 3 chain, and that counts as a treble. Then you've missed the next treble, which was this one, and then you've 3 trebled into the space before the cluster. Then you 3 treble into the next space between the cluster, and you repeat to the end. So that will be in between here. That's 1, 2, 3, and then you find the next cluster. 1, 2, 3, and you do that all the way to the end. Right, so when we get to the last but 1, we 3 treble into the last chain space between the clusters. That's 1, 2, 3, and then we miss that treble and we do 1 in the top of this one here. So that'll be a treble into the top of that. There. And that's what it should look like at the end. And you should have 46 trebles in all the way along there. And then you're ready to fasten off and go back to the oyster colour for the 3rd row. That's the oyster, pink oyster, and we're going to start the 3rd row. Again, you're doing it on the right side. So go back to the beginning here. Right, I've got a slip knot to start mine, and then it says that you join into the first stitch, the first treble, so that's this one here. And you do 1 treble into the chain space before the cluster. Doesn't say anything about doing 3 chain in row 3, but I would assume you've got to do 3 chain. So 1, 2, 3. I haven't checked out the video. The video might tell you to, but they haven't told you to in the written pattern, but I'm sure you've got to do 3 treble, and then you're going to do 1 treble into the space before the next cluster. So that'll be like that, which would make it the same as the row 1, which would make sense. Right, and then you're going to 3 treble into the next space between the 3 treble clusters, and you're going to do that all the way along. So that will be that one there. And you carry on and you do that all the way along. Oops. Caught up there, and again there. And I'm going to carry on doing that all the way along, and I'll see you at the end. Right, so when you get to the end, you've done your last set of 3, and then in this gap here you do 1 treble, and then you do 1 treble into this last treble, into the top of there. And that's how it should finish. Now it says you should have 145 trebles, so I'm going to count the clusters. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So we got 47 clusters, and then the 2 sets of 2 either end. So 47 times 3 is 21 plus 120 makes 141, and then you've got 2 here makes 143, and 2 stitches, 2 trebles this end makes 145. So make sure you've got the right number of stitches before you finish off. Now I'm going to fasten off, and then I'm going to sew in, weave in my ends with a very thin crochet hook, if I can find it. Yes, I've got a 2.5 here, but sometimes I go down to as low as a 2 or 1.5. Just depends if I can find it. It's usually stuck somewhere. So I'm going to use that to weave in, and what I do is I just slide it underneath there like that, and then you can weave it in like that. I just find it easier than threading a needle, so you can do it anywhere. And then when you're happy, you just snip it off. I'm going to do all that now, and then I'll see you in a bit to do the 3D flower rows as well. Right, so I've weaved in all the ends, so it looks lovely. I'm loving the colour. The especially this lovely pink and the biscuit go lovely together. So that's what it should look like all the way along. And I've counted my stitches, and I've got the correct amount of stitches. So I can put that aside now, and now we're going to do the 3D flower one. And with that, you're going straight into biscuit, and you're only doing 2 rows this time. So we join with biscuit in the corner. So we're joined, and it says to do 3 chain. It's 1, 2, 3, and then you are doing a treble into the 2 chain space. So you do another treble into there, and that's what you're starting off with. And then you're going to do 3 trebles in between each of these clusters. So there'd be 1, 2, 3. And again in this one, 1, 2, 3. and you carry along all the way along, so carry on till we get to where it's joined. It'll probably be like the other set. Right, so the pattern says you should do that 7 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then when you get to here, you're going to join between the seams. So it'll be just underneath where you joined it there. And you're going to do 3 trebles. Like that. And then you'll carry all the way along doing a cluster of 3 trebles in each of these gaps, and then when you get to here, you don't do it in those, but you do one right in the middle there, like that one there. So the next one here will be in here. Like that. Like that. Okay, so I'll see you at the other end and we'll see how we finish it off. Right, when you get to the end, you're doing 2 trebles in this corner space. And then you're going to fasten off. And you should have 45 trebles, 145 trebles, which is 2 at the end here, then 47 sets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So 47 of these, and then a set of 2 at this end and another set of 2 at this end, and that'll make your 145 trebles. So remember that when you get to these joins, you just do one in the middle. And now we're going to do the deep rows, and that's right side facing you. Right, so we're going to do a slip knot. And we're going to join. So you join. In the end there. And you do a 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. Then you miss that next treble and you do 3 into that space there before that next set of 3. That's 1, 2, 3. And you're going to do a set of 3 clusters in between all of these clusters all the way along to the end. So I'll see you at the end. Right, so I've come to the end, last but end, and what you do now is you just do 2 trebles, not 3, just 2 in that space. So that's 1, 2, and then you do 1 in that last stitch. And that's what it should look like. And you should have 47 3 treble clusters. Then you've got, so 47 3 treble clusters, that makes 141 stitches. Then you've got the 2 cluster here, that makes 143. Then you've got the 1 here, that makes 144. And then this single one at this end makes 145. So that's 145 trebles, and that's exactly right. Okay, so it's looking really pretty, isn't it? I'm loving it. Such beautiful colours. Right, so I'll turn you round. Right, so all done. So it's Monday night and it's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm going to bed now because I'm exhausted, and tomorrow I'm going to edit the video and spend some time in the garden and a bit of housework ready for Wednesday when week 4 comes out. And thank you very much for all my extra subscribers, and hopefully I'll see you again for week 4. Bye for now then.